What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the Tap into the Soul reading for the sign of Pisces. Okay, Pisces, you guys are last but not least this week for the zodiac lineup. All right, but this is your fifth and final reading as we wrap up your energy wave this week. All right, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal, so take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. You guys know how this goes with the Tap into the Souls. We will pick 3 cards, one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. What I need you guys to go ahead and do, if you would like, is to grab maybe a piece of paper, a notebook, something of that nature, okay, as we're going to look at these images on these cards from Deborah Chapman. And we're going to review your past, present, and future placements, okay, as far as energy goes. And if you would like, you can kind of write in advance what it is you want your final outcome to be regarding your current situation or when you watch this video, okay? Make sure you are honest with yourself as we ask questions as we go through each placement, okay? So let's get started. Like I said, we have one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. I'm gonna go with this one here. Okay. And then we will look at the very bottom of the deck for your overall outcome towards the end, okay? I'm not going to turn all the cards over right now, as that would be too much energy on the table to read. We're just going to do one at a time, okay? So that being said, Pisces, I need you to consider what held you back in the past. What held you back in the past as you look at this card here, okay? So Pisces, take time to write what you feel held you back in the past as you look at this card here. This card has came up before, but usually it's not in the past placement, okay? However, kind of consider your energy this week. Look at your heart's desire reading if you have not, okay? You had the Hierophant show up in your reading 2 times back to back within that reading, okay? In the past, Pisces, I feel like you felt like you knew everything about everything, okay? Kind of feeling like you were all knowing or kind of better than everyone else, kind of put yourself on a high pedestal, okay, above everyone, maybe possibly a condescending tone to others, things of that nature, Pisces, okay, in your past, okay, very conceited type energy is what I'm feeling in your past placement, okay? We're not saying now, we're talking about past, okay? And so that, in a sense, held you back because a lot of people don't like that type of energy, okay? Me, myself, I do not claim to know everything, but I know a little bit about something, okay? And if I don't know, I'm going to find out the answer. I'm not going to try to perpetrate or play as though I know everything, because there's no way anyone knows everything, okay? And so you had that connotation about you in the past, and that is possibly what held you back from having certain communications or relationships with certain people, okay? Nobody really likes a know-it-all, okay? While some people think they like that, it sometimes can get a little bit played out in a sense, especially if you make other people feel like they're not as intellectual as you are, okay? So that is possibly what held you back in the past, Pisces. Okay, so let's move forward into the present placement, present energy. Okay, what continues to hold you back presently? What continues to hold you back presently? Okay, odd place for this card to be, but it is here. Okay, what holds you back? What continues to hold you back presently, Pisces? Take a look at this card and honestly answer that question and how this imagery makes you feel towards that question. Okay, Pisces, with this being here, it's as though what still continues to hold you back is the need to manipulate. Okay, something that I've mentioned in your readings before. You have a manipulative energy around you. Okay, possibly check your birth chart, but you have a tendency to do this. Okay, if you look at this card, you can see the person's hands are kind of moving or motioning things around them. Okay, and so you move and manipulate people around you, or maybe your feelings or emotions, whatever you possibly know, and you use that to your advantage to manipulate others around you in a sense. Okay, sometimes it's for the better good. Okay, to find out who's for you and who's not, but sometimes it can have a tendency to backfire. Okay, especially if you already know that someone is a good person and you kind of push the envelope a little bit too far, and it does cause a little bit of commotion and conflict. Okay, and so with that being said, that is still kind of what's holding you back presently, is the need to continuously know everything and manipulate people, places, and things around you to your benefit. Okay, again, like I said, sometimes it's for the greater good, other times it is not. Okay, and so needing to understand the reason why you do that, okay, or why you feel the need or necessity to do that. Okay, it has to obviously stem from something from your past. Okay, or it's this innate feeling of not being in control. Okay, we can't and shouldn't try to control people. Okay, based upon either things from your past or presently. Okay, or certain scenarios that didn't play out the way that you wanted them to because you didn't have control over the situation. No one has control over anything. Okay, you can only control yourself, not other people. Okay, that's the reason for free will. Okay, if I tell you the way that you go to work is the wrong way for you to go, and that maybe you should turn left instead of right, it is your free will to either continue going straight or go the way that you normally go. Okay, I am only giving you a suggestion. All right, it is up to you. You are the one driving. Okay, if I'm riding in the passenger seat with you, or someone is riding in the passenger seat with you, it is your decision to go the way that you choose to go to the destination. Okay, I have no say so. I'm just riding, right? Where the person that's with you is just riding along. Okay, so, but taking the time to really consider that. Okay, why do you have to have control? What is it about having control that tends to drive you? Do you want to be the one that everyone goes to for everything? Because in the past, we have kind of learned your schedule being so busy, being the person, the go-to person for everything is also exhausting too, which possibly leads to you being so busy and not having time for yourself. Okay, so it does boil down, like it's a trickle or ripple effect into other things for you to have this control over other people and wanting to be the person that knows everything. Okay, sometimes it's okay for other people to know things that you don't know. Okay, leave some knowledge for other people. Okay, Pisces. So with that being said, let's move on to your future placement. Okay, Pisces, we need you to consider, how will you change your future? How will you change your future? Okay? Take a look at this card, Pisces, and see and understand, how it makes you feel. Okay? Be absolutely 100% honest with yourself as you're looking at this imagery, and write down how you will change your future. Okay? So with this imagery here, she's holding a water bowl. I feel like a lot of earth is around her, with these colors that are in this imagery here. Okay, so you may need to reconnect with the earth, and I'm hearing something that usually sometimes is said in the ancestor readings. One of the cards is back to basics. Okay, again, it's okay to share common knowledge with other people, or allow other people to be knowledgeable, like I was just saying, in your present energy. Okay, and the main thing here is to share, to be humble. Okay, to be gracious, to not put yourself, it's one thing to be confident, it's another thing to be overly confident and conceited. Okay, you have to know the difference. Okay, and mind you, I did give you guys an energy shout out before I went on break, and your energy was quite lovely. Okay, it felt quite humbling. I feel as though something has either transpired where things are going on the up and up for you. Maybe your name is getting well known and things of that nature, and you're being seen. But at the end of the day, when those lights go off, or when you're not in front of a crowd or a lot of people, or dealing with your friends, family, things of that nature, who are you behind closed doors? Okay, and to change your future, it's to remain humble. It is to be gracious and thankful for everything that you have, as basic as it may be. Okay, in order for you not to turn into this person again in the past of knowing all, or feeling like you are above all. Okay, you are still, remember where you came from. Okay, to change your future, you need to remember where you come from. Okay, the struggles that you had to endure. Okay, while they were struggles, you still were living, you were still chasing the dream. Okay, and you were at that point in your life, you were learning everything that you know now, or your past self knew. Okay, and so to change your future, you have to remember who you are, where you came from, sharing those experiences with others in the sense of life, experiencing life. Okay, not the person that you are now with all your glory and achievements and things of that nature. While that's good, and while people pay more attention to that, there are some, like myself, that want to know where you came from. Okay, what were your struggles? What led you to the aspirations and goals that you are, achieving now? Okay, because that tells you a lot more about a person than the flashy achievements and goals. Okay, so with that being said, that's how you will change your future. Okay, kind of return and remember who you were, and share that primarily with yourself and with others. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and flip over the bottom of the deck to see what your overall outcome is to close out your reading. Okay, very nice, Pisces, very nice. Okay, take the time to check out this imagery and see if it matches with your overall outcome, okay, of what you've projected for yourself. Okay, and if not, write down how it makes you feel, or what you think this card is associated with your final outcome. Okay, it just seems like pure happiness and bliss, okay, within yourself and towards others. Okay, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. It's Primarily, I feel like with this yellow here, I feel like it's associated with your solar plexus and chakra, just being very creative, having a very positive mindset, being very motivated, okay, to be a better version of yourself, okay, kind of something that we hit on in Sagittarius's reading as well, okay. And so focus on really centering yourself to be that better version than you were yesterday, every day, okay. Going back to your, your struggles and your strifes and how it really shaped and molded you to be this creative person that you are today, okay. But just be humble in that aspect, okay, and not like I said, it's nothing wrong with patting yourself on the back sometimes, nothing wrong with saying and acknowledging the changes you have in difficulties and stripes that you've had to endure, but it's also to remember those things to keep you humble, okay? And for that, you will always stay centered and humbled moving forward, okay? So Pisces, that's all that I have for you guys today. Thank you guys a bunch for viewing, and if you are subscribed, I truly appreciate it. Viewing, liking, whatever you do, sharing or referring me to others, I truly do appreciate it, Pisces. Until next time, take care of yourselves, keep centering yourself, all right? And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.